All right. One other music segment before we take a short break.
Okay.
Of course, we talked about this at the top of the hour that the principal members of RATT performed on the cruise.
Yeah.
And I saw some of the footage. It's out there online.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe we'd maybe review some of it a little bit.
Okay.
Stephen Piercy seems to be in pretty good form.
Yeah, he sounded okay.
What did you think?
I thought he sounded okay. I mean, I thought he looked healthier than he's looked in a while.
I agree with that.
He did not look like an emaciated douche that needs a sandwich in the worst way. You know, I mean, when we saw him, even when we saw him in 13, 3 years ago or whatever it was, you know, he looked hungry. He looked like a homeless guy wandered backstage.
Yeah.
Because he looked all emaciated and skinny and pale, and you know, he looks a lot more healthy now, which is good to see. And maybe that means he got off some of the I don't know, fast food, we'll call it, that he was on. You know, maybe he put the fast food down,
right?
And he's getting back into health again.
Sure.
But he seemed pretty, at least from the video, way more energetic than I've seen him in a while.
Yeah, the whole band sounded good.
Yeah, they looked like they were. I mean, the rest of the band looked like they were ready to kick.
Yeah, they looked like they were having fun, and that's the whole thing. They looked like they were having a lot of fun.
It's because they didn't have to keep turning around and looking at the fucking depressed anchor in the back.
Sure.
You know, they looked back and said, "Hey, this guy likes being here. Cool." You know.
Well, on this Monsters of Rock cruise, they were referring to themselves as the Stowaways.
Is that what they called themselves?
They just for that gig.
Yeah, because I saw some artwork with it's like a flag with like a rat skeleton on it.
Okay.
And it says "Back for More 2017."
Right.
So I have a hunch that's probably the name of the band. I mean, it's totally a guess at this point.
Okay.
But it was on Piercy's website. It
Sure.
wasn't. It's not like it was out on like some fan site or something. So I have a feeling that that's probably what they're going to go for, and that makes sense. That's clearly a RATT thing, and at the same time, it kind of ties into they're back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that works.
All right. Well, let's hear some of this Stowaways playing some Back for More.
Okay.
I tell you what, it's really funny. Jimmy is back there sweating his ass off. Steven is sweating his ass off.
Yeah.
Juan is like doing his Juan stuff.
Yeah.
But Warren looks as cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, I'm jamming.
He's not even sweating.
Nah, he's just having fun.
But Steven is like sweating his ass off.
It's probably 100 degrees on a fucking boat.
I'm sure it was, but it's funny that Warren doesn't even look like he's breaking a sweat.
Guy's cool as ice, man.
He is. But the thing is, if you see the video on YouTube,
yeah,
they just literally look like they're just having a great time.
Yeah, I just have to tell you though, that drumming, it's not Rat. I just listened to it and I immediately was like, it's not Bobby playing drums.
Right.
I think I'll have to pass on these shows.
So what do you think is going through Ratzer's mind or Blotzer's mind?
Suicide, probably. I have a strong feeling. Those fucking guys. No, it's picking up his phone and calling, the lawyer. What can we do to stop this? What can we do to stop this? How can I sue them to stop this? Don't you think?
Yeah, but, the thing is they're not using the Rat name.
No, there's nothing he can do. And if they put out a DVD or something, as long as he gets his piece of the royalties, for doing Rat covers, he can go fuck himself.
Right.
It's going to end it's going to definitely, what does he make a gig, 20?
Well, I think that's around 20.
Well, we're going to definitely guess 20.
Mm-hmm.
So if he makes 20, cuts it at least in half.
Oh, yeah.
If not more. Don't you think?
You would think. As soon as word gets out on the circuit that the original Rat is available.
Yeah. I would think first time through Rat goes and plays, or Back for More, or whatever they're called, they go through one run at like $7,500 just to get the name out there, while they're doing all the press, and they'll do us and Eddie Trunk and whatever, probably LA Times and all that other shit, all the web stuff, and they'll get the name out there. They'll do that one round, then they're going to put out some kind of music, and then it's over for Bobo.
Right. Ratzer.
Yeah, Mr. Robert is going to be donezo.
Right.
Maybe he'll do a Saints of the Underground reunion with a Janie replacement.
Sure.
I mean, he could do that.
Yeah. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, if Warren owns half the name or half the corporation, as they say, then how come they don't have equal right to tour as Rat? Because from what I understand from what's been said in the past, that everything, like all the other guys, they sold their shares. Piercy sold out his shares, and even by Blotzer's own admission, he and Warren both co-own, like the Rat trademark.
Well,
so why can't Warren exercise his 50% and tour with the other guys in the band as Rat? I mean, I don't understand.
Because Blotzer went to court and Warren did not show up. And so Blotzer pleaded his case that he needed to go out and work. And DeMartini did not go to court and represent. He didn't send a representative, or he did not show up himself. So the judge allowed Bobby to have a 1-year moratorium to go out there and tour as Rat. So once that time is up, then it's going to go into a whole new phase again.
Okay, that makes sense.
So the judge allowed Bobby to use the trademark or the name Rat without being interfered with for a year. That's at least what I understand.
Fair enough. All righty, hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job. Oh, and if you get a chance, if I could just put in a little request for Just Got Lucky by Docket.
Okay.
That would be great.
All
Thanks.
Right. Hail and kill. All right. So that's what I was told anyway.
Yep. Well, we'll see.
Well, let's play a little more of this. Let's play them doing Round and Round real quick.
Okay.
We'll play a little bit of it.
Why don't you fuck off this thing? Do you want one more? I know you guys can make more noise than that. Come on, do you want one more? It's time to go round and round here. here a long time ago.
Not bad, huh?
That sounds pretty good.
Sounds-
Steven sounds okay.
He sounds fine. He does. He's not wailing or anything. He sounds like Steven.
Sounds a little better than Sam Paulo, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So if they come anywhere near you, would you go?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, sure.
I will definitely go. You know, why not? I mean, I don't know that I'd pay $50 to see it, but I'd go.
Sure.
Would you pay 50?
I wouldn't pay, but I would go.
No, of course. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I would pay $50 to go see them. Yes.
You would pay 50.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't pay 50. I think 25 max. 25 is about my max for
Okay.
RATT.
All right.
I mean, I like them.
I'm glad to see them back. I'm glad to see that they're doing what they should be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, I could care less about Blotzer. This is one time that I don't need the original lineup.
Anyway, we like DeGrasso. He's a good dude.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's fun. He's fun to talk to, too.
That day when we were backstage and he was shitting on Dave Mustaine, Jesus Christ, was that funny.
Sure.
He just... And we didn't even really bring it up.
Yeah,
I think
he just started in on it.
We brought it up as like, dude, liked your work in Megadeth.
Right.
And he was like, pow, 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 pow. It was like shooting bullets. He was sweating bullets, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, he was attacking. I was like, hey, okay.
Nice.
Sorry I hit that hot button.
Sure.
Yeah, he's good. He's nice, though. I like him.
Yeah. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
Hail and Kill, guys. It's Wes. What's up?
Hey, Wes. I guess you were at this thing, right?
Yeah, I sent a few of the videos that I had taken to Chris about a day or so after we finally got in and settled, and it was really good. I mean, RATT was, like you said, it was not the Brazil show from a few years ago where it was falling off the stage and all that. He did fuck up one song, but that was it. The lyrics, but it was good.
Did you get to chat with any of the guys at all?
No, they were pretty. It kind of caused everybody. The ship left actually a little bit late, partially because they got off the ship.
Oh, okay. So this was while they were docked?
Yeah, that was kind of like supposedly like a sail away type show, but we really weren't sailing. Yeah.
I gotcha. So you took a gamble and went to another cruise, huh?
I took a gamble and went on another cruise, but it will be my last.
Oh, no.
What happened? Tell us, fill us in.
Well, the good news is that no one died, but it's just I don't know. The cruises aren't made for me and my wife. I think it's I think I mentioned this to Chris when I sent those videos. It's kind of like Comic-Con for 80s rock fans.
Yeah.
And it's very living in your mom's basement or that kind of thing. I don't know. It was different. It wasn't like kind of getting ready to go to a concert and, you know, that kind of dressing up and that kind of, you think that way about going to, these types of band shows, and you get there and it's just guys with Crocs on and jorts, and the women are not overly attractive or even underly attractive, and it's kind of like going, if you've ever been to a really shitty buffet, it's like that kind of crowd.
It's the trailer trash of rock shows.
It very much is. Like I think you guys have said, like you mentioned, like sea level bands. It's like sea level fans. you know, and I went. I've spent my money. I've spent a lot of money doing it, but just the overall of it, it's like you said, it's trailer trash, and I have no problem with trailer trash. I grew up I'm in Louisiana, for God's sake, so I'm not in, it's in my blood, but yeah, it's just not it's not very I don't even know how to say it.
It's not appealing. It's not a it's not a mid-level or even upper scale thing. It appeals to the lowest common denominator.
It's like and the reason I say buffet is kind of like you're putting 40 bands out, and you're like, we're going to make these people scramble like fools for 4 days to gobble up as much of this shit as they can. And along the way, we're gonna scam them over food packages and drink packages and all this other bullshit.
All right, so this is the last go around for you then for these rock cruises or ship cruises or whatever.
Yeah, that it's definitely not for me. We stayed in a smaller cabin than we'd stayed in the previous one, obviously, because I wasn't going to spend that much fucking money ever again to have my expectations shit on. And the cabin was so fucking small. It was like, I've never been in jail, but my wife and I were just, we could not fucking get away from each other. And it was not like caged heat good. It was like caged heat, 2 Rottweilers that were ready to kill each other.
Wow.
Because, well, it's so small and compact.
Did you have a window or no, or were you inside?
No, we had an inside cabin, and we were actually above one of the floors where the shows were going. So I was listening to Mike Tramp when I was trying to go to sleep at like midnight one night, playing right below me, which is, I guess, somewhat romantic, but it's not that romantic.
So Wes, we got to tear this down. This is great. How much did this thing set you back for you and the wife?
The cruise itself was a little over $2,000. So
nice. That's not horrible.
That's what, 4 days?
Yeah, it was a day longer than the Def Leppard Cruise, and quite a bit less expensive.
Okay. Did you have to fly?
Yes, because we flew to L.A. and we actually got there to go to the 2 pre-parties that they had for this. So we were kind of out of our element for about 6 days. But yeah, we flew. So with flights,
hotels, everything. What's your damage? $4,000?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with our drink package that we paid for, which was all inclusive minus water, which I didn't fucking realize till we got there. And
minus water?
Yeah, I asked my wife, I said, why can't we get bottled water with this? And she goes, because I got the best drink package. I said, it's not the best fucking drink package if I can't have any fucking water. She said, well, you can get fucking water right over there. But it's like cups of water. I'm not at a goddamn baseball Little League game. And so you're constantly just pounding fucking drinks because you're going to get your money's worth. And
is this alcohol drinks or is this Pepsi or whatever?
No, I mean, it's unlimited drinks. You can get whatever you wanted. I mean, you call it, they're going to make it for you.
All right, what does that cost?
It was almost, I think it was like $375 a person.
Oh!
Wow.
So you paid $750 for booze?
Something like that.
$375 times 2.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that your math is off. I'm just not. I don't have all the figures. I'm not quite as obviously I was pretty fucking burned when I spoke to you guys about the last cruise. And as opposed to this one, this was, I'm not as outraged or shocked.
Sure.
But it's clarified that I never want to go on a cruise again.
All right.
Which I thought I wouldn't enjoy anyway. But
did you see bands that you had never seen before that you wanted to?
Yeah, the band that I was, you're gonna laugh, but the Atomic Punks, that Van Halen band, I had seen some of their stuff on YouTube, and they were fucking incredible.
Was Ralph singing it?
No, Ralph hasn't been part of them in years.
Yeah, it's not him. I think the bass player was, he and Ralph started that, but I don't know all the guys that are in the band now, but the guy that's Diamond Dave is, he's much more, he's not the Ellen DeGeneres hit yourself with the fucking microphone in the face. It's like, you know, the 1983 Dave that every guy wanted to be and every girl wanted to fuck kind of rock star.
Well, I hope you're not running for president now that you said that.
God damn, y'all spent a lot of time on that. I was like, I'm only going to be able to talk about the cruise tonight. Y'all are so riled up about Donald Trump wanting to finger bang some bitch.
Now you're certainly not going to run for president now.
So,
No.
Wes, so you spent $4,000 to see a cover band. Who else did you want to see?
Well, obviously RATT was a big surprise. But we saw like your normal bands that are in that genre. We saw Warrant. I saw
Black and
LA
Blue.
Guns. I did not catch Black and Blue, but they were there. I saw a Tough show where I can't think of the lead singer's name, but
Stevie Rochelle.
He got up and did. Stevie, the guy from Black and Blue got up and sang with them.
Jamie St. James.
I did a song. Yeah, Jamie St. James. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Slaughter, and we watched part of a Vixen show, and I looked at my wife, and I told her, I said, I keep thinking about the segment Neely did, talking about Jan Keeneman's husband punching somebody in the face or something.
That was Janet Gardner's husband.
There you go. It's that fucking story. I stumbled upon that one time, and that was just hilarious. So,
now, see, you're advocating abuse by saying how funny you thought that was.
You really can't be.
Well, I'm advocating how well your delivery was, because I think Stephen Piercy was advocating how good the delivery of that punch was. So I'm advocating delivery.
So good.
But I do have a somewhat of an interesting story to kind of
Please
tell
do.
about the cruise. Autograph played this cruise, and I'll preface it with that. One day, my wife and I got up. We went to get on like the top tier of the deck to kind of have some drinks, get some sun. And we walk up, and there's two chairs. One chair has a towel on it, and the other chair doesn't have anything on it. So we kind of assume these people have either left or something like that. So grab another chair beside the chair that doesn't have anything in it and move the chair over that has the towel on it.
Okay.
So we're laying out, chilling, and about 10 or 15 minutes later, we hear, "What the fuck is going on?" And immediately I'm thinking, what just happened up here? Like, because you're drinking and your son. And so this woman walks up to us and goes, "You fucking stole our chairs." And my wife and I look at us, we're like, "What are you talking about?" And she said, and she's looking at him, she goes, "Randy, these motherfuckers, these thieves stole our fucking chairs."
Oh, my
Well,
God.
it's Randy Rand and his wife. And she is blasted out of her fucking mind. And it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And he's kind of like backing her up on this. and there's probably 40 or 50 people up there. And so, immediately, I don't want to make this situation worse, because I obviously don't want to make a worse situation from the last cruise I was on. So I kind of said, we sat down, there was one towel here, and she's like, you fucking moved my shit. I said, I'll tell you what, let me go get you another chair. So I went and got a chair, walked it back to them, looked him dead in the eye, and I said, where do you want this chair at? And he goes, well, you can just sit it right here. And I said, okay. So they sit down, they move over, and she's still just saying this, like, it's not under her breath. It's loud enough where it's just a real drunk bitch in a bar, except we're not in a bar. And then she kind of settles down, and a few minutes later she goes, where's my fucking driver's license, Randy? Well, then I have to hear this story about she has lost her bag that has her driver's license and all of a sudden. Now, why the fuck she's walking around the cruise with her driver's license? Obviously, the cunt's in no fucking... She can't drive. She can't even hardly speak.
She's on a boat!
Right, exactly.
Well, maybe she was going to join Daryl Dragon up at the wheel.
That could be.
I don't... and this just complaining, and so he walks over to where we're at, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what bag you're talking about. I haven't seen anything. He's like, I don't know, man. She's he's like, Regina. Her name's Regina. If you want to look her up on Facebook, by the way.
Not really.
And well, if any of these listeners want to get an idea of this chick, but. So finally she comes down. He goes downstairs because I told him, I was like, look, dude, there may be a lost and found. I don't know where this stuff is. He comes back. He tells her, hey, that they don't have it. They leave again to go get drinks or whatever. They come back again, and I shit you not, she goes, oh, my fucking God, they stole our fucking chairs. He goes, Regina, shut up. And, she had totally forgot that her chair was in front of her. She was still thinking the 30 minutes before. I don't know if her somas were wearing off or what the fuck she was on. He sits her back down again, lays down, and she's laying on her stomach. And a few minutes pass, and then she goes, oh, my God, I found it. So we immediately, I look up to see what the fuck she's found, and her bag, I didn't see it, was under my wife's chair. It was somehow wedged behind it from when all the musical chair situation happened.
Right.
And she's like, Randy, I found it was under those thieves' chair.
Those thieves.
You thief.
Thieves. I mean, thieves. So she goes, and he's like, he's obviously like, okay, I got it. And then she's like, I'm going to go to the room and give you a special thank you. So I guess she went to the room, and they, did what blondes in black cars do. And
by the way, I just put a picture up of her from the cruise with drink in hand. Was she wearing these heart-shaped sunglasses?
I don't remember what sunglasses she was wearing. She probably was.
She has orange highlights in her blonde hair.
Yes, and she's got gigantic false teeth that look like the cover of Hee-Haw.
Yeah, that's her. She looks like...
This bitch had fucking choppers like the old toys that you would turn with the little feet that would chop and then they would walk. Her goddamn... Between being that fucked up and those fucking teeth, it was a shit show listening to her tell this story.
Oh, wait a minute. Anyway, I'm going to put up another picture of her with a better shot of her teeth. Oh, my goodness. She does have fucking Mr. Ed choppers, it looks like. Holy smokes.
So this this was right before we saw the Atomic Punks outside, and we kind of were getting up to get our stuff to go to the show, and I looked at my wife and I said, "Did you know that stuff was under there?" I had no idea. She said, "Yeah, I fucking knew it was under there. Karma's a bitch." She said she's lucky I didn't throw it over the fucking ship. So, obviously, if you're on a ship, and I'm not going to cause a disturbance and get thrown off the goddamn thing, but it was so ridiculous. But I Googled him when I got home to kind of say, what the fuck was up with this dude? And I guess on Metal Sludge in May, they posted, turn up the alcohol. He fell down on stage, bombed out of his head. So obviously they have a healthy relationship.
The booze will keep them together.
It was something else. And just to end this, when she left to give him that special thank you, she left her goddamn cell phone sitting out in her shorts. It's like this stupid bitch was worried about losing her fucking driver's license, but she'll leave her cell phone out.
You should have dropped it in the pool.
I was just so put off and outraged.
Shocked?
That happened.
Outraged?
Right, yeah.
Was her actions indefensible?
I would like to have stuffed her in a safe place. But anyway, the cruise was what I said it was, but RATT was really, really good, and I do hope they do some stuff. I do want to see them.
Sure. Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about this, Wes.
So where,
yeah, I know you are.
Where did that cruise take out of? Like San Pedro or Long Beach or something?
It was in L.A. I mean, we stayed at the Montrose. It was like right down from the whiskey and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, but it left from the L.A. port.
All right.
Went around.
Cool.
So.
All right. Nice.
Did you run into CMSers Steve Jackson or Amy Rocks?
I did. There you go. I was wearing my CMS shirt, and we were at some kind of karaoke thing, and this guy walked up to me, and he had a fucking wasp vest on, which was pretty legit. I mean, you can't wear that everywhere. And he goes, "Hell and kill, fuck you, pal." And I said, "Hand job." And I kind of may have alerted someone. And we talked for a minute, and he asked me was I in the chat room, and I said no. I said, "Did you ever hear the segment about the Def Leppard Cruise, Def Leppard fuck Wes?" He goes, "Yeah, I heard that." I said, "I'm Wes." "Oh, really?" And then he talked about, that a little bit about Norge calling in and selling off Jimmy Bain's arms and for Rick Allen or whatever the fuck we said. But yeah, I did get a chance to meet him, and I had some foreign chick ask me what the CMS was, and I tried to explain it to her, but she didn't get it.
The CMS bringing people together.
Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
One dysfunctional family.
Right. All right, Wes. Good story.
Well, maybe the next time I talk to you, I'll go to a good show and we'll have some good shit to talk about.
To a good show. I think it's more entertaining going to the shit shows.
It's definitely more entertaining, but it's very just sucky, realizing the dent it puts in your wallet. But, that's the chance you take, I guess, to rub elbows with people of hair metal Jennifer's likeness.
Hair metal Jennifer.
That's funny.
80s hairband whirl.
80s hairband world. So can I request a song?
You
for
can,
Regina?
Wes. You can. What would you like to hear?
How about a little Cheap and Nasty by Whitesnake?
Okay. I think we can do that for you. All right.
Anyway.
Excellent, Wes. Thanks for the update.
All right, and keep talking about Doc and fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Pal. Hell and kill. Fuck you, pal. And suck my hand job. Later.
Right. There goes Wes.
I like Wes.
Yeah, he's very comedic in the way he tells his stories.
Wes literally has left a car on a boat.
Yes.
So he's paid a car's worth of fucking admission for these boats to have a miserable time twice.
It's like, never again. Never again.
I really do feel bad for Wes.
Well, you know what? The thing is, the guy takes the effort to go out and spend the time and the money for some entertainment or what he thinks might be entertainment. And it's like, wasn't all it was cracked up to be.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's why I don't go. $4,000 or $5,000 and have a shitty time. Eesh, that sucks.
I don't think so.
Me either.
All right. Well, I need a drink.
All right.
So I think I'll, honor Wes's request.
Okay.
And play some Is Cheap and Nasty.
All right.
Let's see here. I'm looking for it here real quick.
Oh, it's on what, Slip of the Tongue?
Yeah, it's Slip of the Tongue. I got one more call here.
Mm-hmm.